Last episode. Inside the Queensgrace Tavern, Vekni, Rolan, and Prince had a chat with Boomadon about the state of Dovah. They learned the Fairy Arose and the Goliath Boomadon were actually dating. Vekni, excited at the prospect of a bar brawl, challenged Boomadon to a fight. The two made a 50 gold wager, while others in the bar began making bets and formed a circle around the two combatants. Vekni convincingly won the fight and emerged victorious, knocking the wind out of the Goliath and driving him to his knees. A while later, Boomadon offered Vekni free prostitutes if she and her friends paid to stay for the night. Vekni agreed and coaxed Rolan into spending some time with one of the whores. Rolan headed upstairs and waited a bit. He heard a knock on the door and was greeted by Griselda, a half-orc woman. Rolan became intimate with Griselda, but he still technically maintained his flower and his innocence. Dakarth led Sorin and Veszelyes to the chambers of Lord Camembert, a gnome and the Slay Master of Spells, to speak in private. Sorin asked the gnomish lord if he would help teach him magic, and Camembert agreed, directing Sorin to meet him at the School of Magic on the following day. Sorin told Camembert of the chest he found in the woods, inside one of the gnomish houses. He explained about the dead gnomes, the kidnapped children, blood mist, and Sofritas' kisses. Camembert became very upset at this, and told the two step-siblings that his sister was in one of the houses, and his 7 nieces and 7 nephews must be amongst the kidnapped children. He tasked the two with saving his family. Camembert used his magic to open the sealed chest, and Sorin received a staff of healing. The two said their farewells to the little lord and retired to the Slay barracks to rest.
Welcome back to another episode of Power Word Nerd.
So, he's all like drunken and he's like slurring and he wobbles over to you and sits down next to you.
My personality traits.
Fucking
First thing it says, bar fights are the best way to learn the town.
He fucking reeks of liquor. Again, he's got this dark blue armor on, and you can see on his sword belt, he's got all these little throwing knives, and on the hilt of the knives, you see there's like a blue bear head, like the head of a blue bear, on the hilt of all these throwing knives he has around his waist. Sits down and he goes, "Oh, crazy night tonight."
This is not so crazy.
You seem crazier.
Well, my name is Captain Vekni. I am of the Golden Tusk fleet.
Oh, the Golden Tusk fleet. I've heard some rumors about them. I heard the Golden Tusk fleet recently lost one of their ships.
Which ship?
There's a ship, I think it's called the Bastard or something like that.
What happened?
One of the one soldiers that was traveling with them, he tricked the crew after he took command of the ship, and he defected, joined Vigor, sailed the ship over to Princess Port, all the way around to the north end of Dovah. He surrendered the ship to the Vigor army, and the Golden Tusk crew was executed.
Who was it?
I think his name was Sin or something like that.
Scenes?
Yeah, that sounds right.
That bastard.
I'm sorry to tell you that.
Those are my men. Those are my friends.
Just a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. What brings you to Queensgrace?
Two of my crew were conscripted into the one army, and we are to talk to the queen and have her see if she would join the one's ambitions of overthrowing Vigor.
I don't know if she'd be interested, but if she would be, we'd be spending some time together on one of her greatest champions. Her name's Beerhere. Holds out his hand.
And she returns her hand and she goes, I am Vekni Aviumaque, captain of the Tusk.
Nice to meet you. You into, looks like you like to drink too.
Of course.
What do you say? Challenge me to a couple drinking games? Do it for money.
You look like you've had enough.
I've never had enough. Takes another swig. This like brass, like canteen.
Vekni gets a cocky smile because she hasn't really had that much to drink yet. Yo.
Pick your game. You want to play Flippy Cup, Beer Pong, or Chug-a-Lug?
I used to be really good at beer pong.
He grabs 5 solo cups from behind from behind the bar. Sets them up on a table. 6 cups. Sets them up on a table. And he's got these little balls. They're not ping pong balls. We got the little balls. And he goes, "You're up first, lass." Tosses one in.
Okay.
The object of the game: sink a ball in each one of those cups.
Okay.
So you can roll a sleight of hand. Your DC is 16.
Oh, my sleight of hand is +5.
Let me get his stat.
13 + 5, 18.
All right. So you sink one cup, and he removes it. He sinks one, removes it. There's 4 left.
I miss.
All right. He goes. Sinks another one, moves it. So now there's 3 left.
Wait, what was the DC?
16. Sleight of hand.
Missed.
Okay. Miss.
19.
Move it. There's 2 left. We're even right now. Sinks it, moves it. 1 cup left. He's up 1.
13 + 5, 18.
All right. It's a draw. We go again.
That was only 3 cups. There's still 3 cups sitting.
No, there's 6. He only set up 6.
So there's 3 on each side.
There's just 3 total.
You're standing next to each other and
Yes.
each taking turns shooting.
Exactly.
Like tic-tac-toe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Sets it back up. Yeah, you can go first.
14 + 5.
All right, sink. He sunk.
Nope.
Yep.
I got it. That one was a crit one. I don't know if that probably doesn't matter.
He throws the ball across the bar.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Nope.
Miss.
What was it? 16?
Yeah.
Miss.
Miss.
18 + 5.
Okay. So we're tied. 2-2. Hit. He's up by 1.
20 total.
So we're tied again. He goes, "Damn, lass, you're pretty good at this." He goes, "We'll keep going and try a different game."
Well, let's do one more.
All right. Sets it back up again. Go ahead, lass. You go first.
Nope.
Yep.
Yep. That's a 24.
Okay. Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
Tied 2-2. Yep.
Crit 20.
All right. It's tied again. Oh, lass. You're just as good as me. I've been playing this game for years.
I've never played this game before.
Impressive.
Let's try again.
All right, let's do it again. Sets the cups up again. Go ahead, lass.
15.
15 misses. He puts his hand on your hand. He goes, "Want to make things interesting?
Depends on what you mean.
Goes in his pocket. He goes, "This is all the gold I have." He puts 200 gold pieces on the table. He just like spreads it out. He goes, "What do you think?"
I mean, you said this after I missed my first shot.
I did. How much gold do you have?
250.
What do you say?
If we start the game over. I'm calling it after I missed my first
He
shot.
says, "Bet."
Okay.
Dan's like, yes, I finally get to use new lingo.
Okay.
17 plus 5.
Yeah. Miss. He's going.
Miss.
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 17.
Miss. Wow. You got one?
24!
Alright, so you have 3. So if you make one more, I can't win.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Hit.
15. Damn it.
Miss.
17 plus 5.
He goes, "Oh, the old lady's gonna kill me." Pushes the gold towards you. You just got 200 gold and 50 XP.
Nice. Well, it is hard to outdrink a pirate.
Impressive.
Is that all you
Spin-
got, old man?
He goes, "I don't have any more gold." He starts spinning one of his daggers around. Probably gonna go to bed soon. Let me ask you, when you were heading up this way, you by any chance see a strange red-haired woman, did you?
Well, I see a lot of things. What does it matter to you?
There's a rumor going around. Everybody's been talking about it at the bar. Supposedly there's this deadly woman spotted in the trees.
As you say, deadly woman, she goes.
It looks kind of...
Continue what you're saying.
Close his head.
It's the alcohol.
They call her the Phantom Fox of White Fawn Forest. No one quite knows what her goals are or what she's doing, but she makes the common folk uneasy. I haven't seen her myself.
Merciless.
What makes them uneasy of her?
They say she darts around the trees, and her red hair flows about. They don't know anything about her.
I know who she is.
You do? Who is she?
She is a scout for the army of Woon.
Oh, she's with you.
Well, yes, we met up. She helped us in a fight against some bugbears. She's not a Vigor or Forte or Chaos or any of those assholes.
So she's not out to hurt any of us?
She is a cartographer.
Oh.
She
Oh, okay.
made us these shitty maps that we are following.
Shitty map. Can I see one?
I do not have it. It is with the,
Why you say it's shitty?
because it is drawn like a 2-year-old.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. He says, I feel like you're someone I could trust.
How old are you?
120 years old.
Oh, you're a baby.
How old are you? Last.
240. That might be why I can drink you under this table.
You don't look a day past 220.
I don't know how that takes that. As an elf, that's a compliment. I guess, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Something else we've been talking about a lot in this bar. About this legend that we heard. I heard Boomadon talking to you about this before, but...
Is that the bartender? Yeah.
I thought bartender was beer or something.
No, that's
Beerhere,
the one
the guy you're
talking
talking
right now.
to. Door. He says, I heard you talking to Boomadon a little bit before, and he was telling you about how this used to be the capital of Dovah.
Yes, this is what he said.
People used to live in these lands. There's an old story. There's a legend of a giant white baby fawn in the wood. It's said to bring great fortune and new powers to anyone who finds it. It was named during the days of the Dilly dynasty that dynasty that fell. It said that the first king of House Dilly came across the creature as a boy, and it was a good omen, and it led to him becoming king. That's what they say.
It gives you what?
New powers and and great fortune.
Is that in the Chipotle Woods?
Yeah. That's what they say.
I guess that's why it got the name.
That's probably. I never heard it called that, but I guess.
It's Elvish,
Oh, for white fawn.
of course.
That would make sense.
Have you, when was the last time this white fawn was found?
Just a story that they tell. I don't think it's been seen since those days. The Dilly dynasty.
So it's
We're talking thousands of years ago.
It's probably just a tall tale.
Could be. Yeah, this bar we all we do is just chat and drink, talk about stuff.
I mean, that's what
A lot
you do.
going on.
That's what you
Dovah.
do at bars.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you been out of this area, or is this where you
Yeah.
mostly reside?
I mostly reside here, but I've been south. I've been south of Queensgrace. We clashed with Forte about a fortnight ago.
What,
We battled them.
Was it? Who did we kill in that part? Was it Vigor or Forte?
That was Forte.
Forte is part of Vigor.
Well, and then she
Clashed with them.
she regales the tale of how she locked the soldiers in the bar and burned it down.
Oh, you killed Forte soldiers. That's awesome.
About 20 of them.
Pretty good. I do have to say I've killed way more than 20 in my time.
But I have not been on this continent too long.
Touche.
And then she brings up the battle with the Moonronians and the wolves on the sea.
Oh, yeah, I've already heard this tale. They say that the Moonronian armada was destroyed
Yes.
in the Calbrate Sea.
Yep.
You were there for this?
I was the ones that orchestrated the destruction.
You're shitting me.
I do not cheat. I am a woman.
You orchestrated it. Tell me about it.
Well,
You were actually there.
I was there. And then she explains how herself and a small group, and Prince and Rolan in a small group, went up on both sides of the mountain, took out all the sentries, and were able to sneak down, and she was able to destroy the flagship with some bombs that she snuck on.
Yeah, they say that the Grand Admiral is believed to be dead, and so is the Dragonborn infantry commander Vilcus Farkas.
I believe most of those Dragoon riders do not exist anymore.
Well, they say the commander of the Dragoons got away, Valerie Elsenthal. They're talking about that. Now she's the one that got away out of their commanders.
What was that?
Valerie Elsenthal.
I don't know. It was a sheep full of the Dragoon riders, and they got pelted with cannon fire, arrows. We took out a lot of them.
That's fantastic. Yeah, they declared for Vigor, so they're our enemy as well.
Oh, Mononia declared for Vigor. Did I know that? I don't think I did.
You did know that.
I did?
Yes.
Well, we took out their armada, but they also took out. Who did they remember that big fight that was in the middle of the sea? Who were they fighting against? Was that against one?
Tartea.
And Tartea swore for one?
Yeah.
They took out the Tartean armada in the middle of the sea.
And Tartea is on your side?
They are on the one.
Well, that's sad to hear.
I mean, I officially do not belong to any faction.
I thought you fought for one.
I don't fight for one. My comrades do. I'm here for my two boys.
Well, you have children.
They are not my children, but they are young men. That is the appropriate response to that. Oh yeah, they are not my children, but I feel kinship to them. There's something about one of them that reminds me of someone that I never had a chance to know.
So basically, you never had children of your own, and you're kind of taking it on yourself to raise these two lads.
Pretty much, yes.
Interesting.
They are good men. They are young. They do not know of the world as two old folks like us.
I'm not old.
Well, you've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot, but I still feel young.
How old? They live to be 500, right?
455.
Yeah.
I'll say, you know, since you don't actually work for one, let me ask you something. Our queen, she is an incredible young woman.
I serve one person.
Who's that?
This is Captain Golden Tusk.
Oh yes, you said that before.
He is the only one that I will swear allegiance to.
And what does he want you doing?
He gave me carte blanche to take my time to follow these boys because there's something about them. And I'll leave out the mission that he gave me. He did ask me to seek out the order of the concentrated righteous.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with. I'm familiar with it, but I don't really know them that well.
I don't know them at all.
I think they're far north in the.
And they're
the
the ones
Crownlands.
that enslaved his daughter? Or his people?
No. The Grand Cardinal of Golden Light in Divinigon has basically all the Loxodons working in this, by the Shoddy Urchin, this like mining town, has them working in the mines. He has them believing that he and his paladins saved them from a genocide in Un.
And that's not what happened.
And Golden Tusk doesn't believe that this is true. And he believes that the paladins of the Consecrated Righteous have information about what the Cardinal did and whether or not this is true or not.
Well, she says that to the
Beerhere.
Beerhere.
Well, it's quite a tale. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about Loxodons or the Golden Tusks or Paladins. I don't know too much about these things. Grand Cardinals, this is all like another language to me.
Well, I'm here, like I said, for my boys, but to find out for my captain's daughter and her captors.
I wish you luck.
Will you be, do you stay here as the inn?
I'm here most nights,
I mean, will you be here tomorrow?
most likely. Why?
And do you have the favor of the Queen's ear?
I would say it's the other way around. She has my favor. I don't really have any real influence over her. The only one that really does would be her hand,
Who's your hand?
Lord Shilter.
Shilter? Do you have any sway with the Lord Shilter?
No, I definitely don't. He is a very, very headstrong individual. I can't convince him of anything.
Well, you know him,
I know him.
like personally.
He was, I don't really have a close relationship. He was the captain of guard for the late Lord Lorien, or I'm sorry, late Lord Cordova, before Vigor attacked. Queen Inez made him a lord after he saved her life. This disgusting group called Chaos, they came here pretending they want to be our ally, and their leader tried to kill our queen. And it was Shilter who saved her.
But this was when the Queen's parents were still alive.
When Hainsworth tried to kill her?
Yes.
No. This was already after Vigor took control of Dovah.
Oh, okay. It's hard to keep track of this timeline. And the alcohol does not have visa. I do have some wanted posters for the group Chaos. So
You
quite
should
a
find
few
them
of
and kill them. They're bad men.
Now, as a
We have one of them locked in the dungeon.
what is his name?
His name is Rothschild.
Evil.
It's said that the men of Chaos reside in the Birdhaven ruins.
What
what it said.
I've heard that name before.
It's to the west.
Is that by the Widow's Falls?
No. Widow Falls is right to the west. Birdhaven is quite a bit southwest, and it's quite far.
Now, do you know if the Chaos and the Blood Mist are one of the same? Do they work together?
To me, they're the same. They're all scum.
I understand that, but do they work together?
I honestly, I've never seen them actually work together, but they act a lot in the same way, in my opinion.
Are their goals aligned?
I would say no. From what I understand, all of the goals concerning chaos surround and orbit that one man. It's all about him all the time.
Which one, man?
Hainsworth.
Hainsworth, okay.
To them, everything is about him. They talk about him like he's some kind of a messiah. Like he's the savior. He's gonna do whatever. I don't know if they want to take the kingdom. I would assume so. But
So they are cult that worships this man.
as far as I'm concerned, that's a good way to describe it. Bloodmist, I don't really know what their goals are. They seem to just want to kill people and take their money, and they're just a bunch of thieves and
So it's basically
brigands.
your normal like thieves guild.
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty organized for that type of thing, that type of work. But yeah,
And she tells about. Did I ever talk about the 3 houses with him?
no.
She tells about the 3 houses they found and the children.
Yeah, it sounds like Bloodmist. They're a criminal gang of reavers and savages looking to loot and destroy. No regard for human life.
I'll say pedophiles.
What?
I'll say captures the children. I'll say pedophiles.
You think that they're like diddling the kids?
I mean,
Not that I've ever heard. I don't.
don't we
That's
know where
disgusting.
they're taking them? Where were they taking them?
What?
Where was Bloodmist taking the kids?
The pleasure house.
So we're taking them to a pleasure house.
Where is this pleasure house supposed to be?
You could barely see anything.
No way.
Really?
Vigor wouldn't tolerate. As much as I despise Vigor, and trust me, I do. They want to give the illusion that they're the good guys. They want to give the illusion that they're doing what's best for the common folk. They're not going to have a pleasure house for kids in their
Well,
city.
maybe it was Pride Cutter Keep.
Well, there was that girl at the bar.
And I believe they capture and execute Bloodmist members when they find them. As far as I'm aware.
So, what rank are you in the military?
What do you mean, rank? Like, am I a captain or something?
Do you belong to Queen Inez's military?
Of course.
So, what rank?
I'm one of her greatest warriors. I don't really have a rank. I'm not like a captain or anything like that. I go out there, I fight. Clumsily twirls one of his daggers with the blue bear head on the hilt. Clumsily, he got them all across his belt. He's just clumsily twirling one.
As he's twirling it.
You know, Holden's like,
Yeah.
he's more like,
As he's trying to twirl it, Vekni will grab the knife.
roll a sleight of hand.
Sure.
If you roll a 15 or more, you grab it. 10 to 14, he pulls away. More than a 10, you cut your hand and take a D4 slash.
18 plus 5. So she grabs it and she looks at she pulls it away and she looks and goes, what is this bear?
That's
your
my
sigil?
That's my house. That's my family's sigil.
What is your family?
We're dwarves.
I understand. No. What is your family name? Your name is Beerhere.
Yeah,
What is your family name?
Harrington. There's a town named after my family, actually. Great bar there.
Oh, you better than this place, because this place has been a barrel of monkeys.
I mean, I love this place, but unfortunately, my town is in the valley, and Vigor has full control over that area. I can't really.
Your people still reside there.
I'm sure there are still dwarves living there, but they probably have to serve Vigor. They're probably part of Blues, I'd imagine, if any of my family's still there.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do what you have to do. Some of those that bent the knee to Vigor were good people. They felt like they had no other choice. They always could have chose to come south. They could have chosen to come here.
Hey, it's hard to uproot from your home.
I don't think you understand, Vekni. When we do push north and we try to push towards the capital, we're going to be facing some of our own. It's going to be brother against brother, father against son. The Vigor army is made up of mostly Dovan people.
I understand that is what is called the civil war.
Yes, it's horrible to even
For
think.
the
but
greater good, you can only do what you can do.
I'll take no pleasure in it, but for my queen, I'll do anything.
And what is it about the queens that has you so enthralled?
Queen Inez is an amazing one. She is so intelligent and
Oh, she is
delicate and she's got this noble aura about her. And she's got, in her birthright, it's her birthright to be the rightful ruler of this kingdom. Not this stupid Fury Lords.
Controllers these continents,
It's been a decade already.
and they have not been able to take Queensgrace.
They haven't tried to push her.
Our audio stopped working at this point. I'll quickly explain what transpired. Vekni continued to speak with Beerhere. He told her Vigor viewed themselves as having complete control of the kingdom, and they didn't consider Slay a real threat. The Fury Lords left it to Forte to control the Fringe for the time being. Vekni inquired more about Queen Inez, and Beerhere explained how amazing she was and rained praise upon her. As their conversation continued, other subjects were touched upon. Beerhere discussed Hainsworth's attack on the Queen, and stated he believed Hainsworth was trying to steal something during the attack. He mentioned an even greater betrayal. According to him, the late King Lorien's son might still be alive and in hiding with the former King's Champion Zaros and other trusted knights and retainers. The king also had a daughter, Princess Tyraz. Apparently, Tyraz was allied with Vigor and was a part of their court. Many believed she would inevitably marry a Fury Lord once she reached full womanhood. When Vekni heard this, she pressed Beerhere as to what Inez's claim to the throne even was. Beer answered Inez was the niece of the late king, and the daughter of Lord Cordova, who was executed by Vigor during the war. Vekni responded, saying Inez had no true claim to the throne. Beerhere's demeanor completely changed, and he began to quiver. Tears welled in his eyes, and he nonsensically objected to Vekni's statements. Vekni continued to push the issue, and Beerhere quivered more, then appeared to sulk, and he left the bar, hurriedly rushing up the stairs of the tavern to escape being near Vekni.
Thanks for watching this episode of Power Word Nerd. Be sure to follow us on all social media sites.